Knowing that all sensory data is contained within a mental medium, it can be known that the so-called actual physical nature of things represents only the most dense textures of aspects that are found within a spectrum that is referred to philosophically as idealism. That is, any of various systems of a mental facility in which the objects of knowledge are held to be in some way dependent on the activity of pure mind. It's referred to as idealism to denigrate it. As realism, that is to say, a reality independent of the mind, is the preferred description of reality, as it promotes mental deference by denying the truth in favor for delusion. But unlike realism, which is an assumed premise that is only sustained through the conceptual analysis of strictly the face value of sensory data, idealism is already the case before any of these intellectual props can even be established, as the whole commonly accepted concept of an existence is contained within the sensory data of an experience, which is the layman's understanding of what a reality is, first and foremost. When this transparent truth becomes unveiled through clarity, assumptions become superfluous. A hypothesis is only required when a philosopher is deluded about reality. If a philosopher is awake, that is, aware that awareness is always the proper starting point for further investigation, then theories become extraneous. In fact, from the eyes of pure potentialism, a proposition made as a basis for reasoning without any assumption of its truth is an exercise of aimless meandering, precisely the type of pointless inquiry that is counterproductive to the cause, due to the lack of a directed focus. Again, awareness is the fundamental axiom. Now, naturally, most of you are going to be inclined to reject this contention, for it is contrary to everything you've been taught to believe. It is not in harmony with the conditioning of the externalization mindset. But it is a pronouncement of truth that you cannot refute or deny. For to even try to deny or refute it would only disqualify your very attempt to deny or refute it. As to reject awareness is to reject the framework of your rejection. And if so, then what other parameters can you propose that isn't an externalization to awareness that would contextualize this rejection? Sorry, there isn't any other fundamental reality. Yeah, but what about... Yes, of course. There's always gonna be another yeah, but what about? Isn't there? It's to be expected. This desperate tendency to always seek an external factor to attribute power and responsibility to has become second nature. But this is exactly what pure potentialism seeks to remedy. So please, by all means, bring on all the yeah, but what abouts. The answer isn't going to change, no matter what specific inventory item you choose to propose, or no matter how many different ways you can rephrase the question. The fundamental reality always remains. And no, the word mental is not rooted in the word fundamental by mere chance. Yeah, but what about God? God is only God in the context of awareness. Yeah, but what about thoughts and feelings? Thoughts and feelings are only thoughts and feelings in the context of awareness. Yeah, but what about energy and materials? Energy and materials are only energy and materials in the context of awareness. What about DNA and evolution? DNA and evolution are only DNA and evolution in the context of awareness. What about subatomic and elementary particles? Subatomic and elementary particles are only subatomic and elementary particles in the context of awareness. What about time, space, and the universe and beyond? Time, space, the universe, and beyond are only time, space, the universe, and beyond in the context of awareness. Would you like to continue? We can go on forever if you'd like. There's nothing you can come up with, save perhaps nothingness itself, that will elicit a different response. That's just the way it is when dealing with the actual absolute truth of the fundamental reality. Remember, the essence that can be named is not the true essence. Nothing you can name has any significance outside of the significance awareness provides to it. It's so obvious that we look past it and search for something in the field of sensory perception to assign it to. Yeah, that's because awareness is just a byproduct of the brain. Ah, yes, a classic one. But again, no different. The brain is only the brain in the context of, you guessed it, awareness. Pointing towards the brain is still pointing outwards. Awareness imagines a brain and then attributes the brain as the identity and source of awareness. There's no getting around awareness. This is the fundamental default axiom, the foundation of the undeniable, irrefutable, absolute truth of pure potentialism.